Mother of my child cheated on me. I'm devastated. Hello and good morning to everyone. I'll make every effort to keep this as short as possible. In November, my 5-year girlfriend, who also happens to be the mother of my 3-year-old child, cheated on me. I had taken our child to my parents' house for the weekend, as I always did, and she had stayed in the building behind our apartment building. She asked me to call an Uber for her to take her to a friend's house, then didn't respond to any of my texts for the rest of the day and couldn't account for her time or whereabouts the next day when I questioned about her whereabouts. When she became inebriated on New Year's Eve, she claimed to a mutual friend that she had banged someone that night, someone I know. As reported by a mutual acquaintance, I was enraged and told my ex-girlfriend to pack her items and leave the apartment immediately. When I inquired about the adultery, she said that she had no choice but to cheat since I had grown aloof, and she thought I no longer loved her, and she had no choice but to cheat. In order to sort herself out, she returned to a friend's place, leaving me in charge of our child for the moment. I'm in a state of shock. She is out of work, she was just laid off, on the verge of being homeless, and has no idea when she will be able to find employment. Although she has pleaded with me to pay her monthly plane tickets so that she may visit our son until she finds a job, I refuse to do so. Despite the fact that we blocked each other from all social media platforms except WhatsApp, so she may video call our child, I'm terrified of what will happen next. I'm a complete mess, and she seems to have moved on. Although it is understandable, I am anxious about what will happen to our son in the future and how we will properly co-parent. Unless she finds employment in the next 6 months. She has shown interest in bringing our kid back, and I would be willing to give some type of stipend to help both of them get through this difficult time. Any suggestions would be much appreciated: how to heal from the infidelity, and how to successfully co-parent. Update 1. She moved on with ease. How can I do the same thing? We were married for 5 years. It's been 2 weeks after the breakup, yet she already seems to have moved on. Cut her hair. A buddy of mine claims she's dating someone else. I banned her on all social media, so I don't know, and seems to be truly pleased. Every day, I struggle to sleep/wake up while caring for our 3-year-old kid. How can I restore my self-esteem? This may seem like simping, which is great if it is, but how can I move on from this? How do I restore my identity? Update 2. Do cheaters even care? It's been 3 weeks since D-Day. I was diagnosed with PTSD. I can't sleep without medicine, I'm falling behind on my job, and I'll need to go to therapy for the remainder of the year. I'm still plagued by intrusive thoughts of her and the other person, and I'm forced to raise our 3-year-old kid alone while my ex fled to another state. Do cheats worry about the harm they've caused? How can someone devastate your life and then go on with their lives as if nothing happened? Update 3. I attempted suicide a week ago after my unfaithful husband abandoned me and our baby. I'm not sure how much longer I can hold out for my kid. My 5-year ex cheated on me and brags about it. Last week, I attempted to ingest a large number of medications but backed out at the last minute. I'm trying to be strong for my kid, but witnessing the person who blew apart our life live happily ever after is killing me. How can I maintain my resolve? Update 4. Do I need a paternity test? I've had plenty of time to reflect on what she did when I became suspected of adultery. She first claimed that nothing occurred, then that they simply kissed, and then, when there was inconclusive evidence, she confessed. Prior to all of this, she kept telling me, "But I've never slept with another person while I was with you." This was clearly untrue. This definitely calls into doubt that she spoke the truth about anything else she claimed. We have a 3-year-old kid who looks just like me, but I'm thinking whether I should take a paternity test for my own peace of mind. What else might she have lied about if she lied about this? Update 5. She contacted me after 3 weeks of no communication. Today, I received the following message from my ex. "Why are you being so unfriendly when I text you? I'm simply curious when we'll be able to establish a good co-parenting relationship. One in which we both despise one another yet can be courteous to each other in front of our kid." I have yet to react. Prior to that, she inquired as to whether I was feeling better, and said that she hopes I recover. I'm not sure what to say. Son is still with me in the family, and she may not return for another 2 months. She is still raising funds to rent an apartment. What should I say in response? We used to only communicate when she needed updates on our kid or if she wanted to phone him. That message knocked me for a loop. Update 6. It's time to get down to the dirty business of mending. Friends, farewell. So it's precisely 1 month since D-Day. I thought I'd done okay. We went NC and just spoke about our kid. I'd been great rocking her and had banned her on all social media. I also scheduled a week at a mental clinic. Then I did the worst thing ever. I briefly unblocked her and scrolled through her Instagram. And guess what else? She's overjoyed, genuinely delighted. Her life has progressed significantly. Any progress I made throughout these 3 weeks was undone by the 5 minutes I spent sifting through her profile. I was devastated. How can someone cheat on their significant other, flee and abandon their child, and not show any remorse? But if my breach in judgment, stalking her IG, proved anything, it's that I haven't really recovered. In any case, not for me. To be honest, I believe the dirty job of healing begins now for me. I'm not a really emotional person. My grandma died in 2014, and the last time I sobbed was when she died. I've sobbed every night after putting my kid to bed this year. The hardest part was when I wept so hard that he awoke and asked, "Are you all right, Daddy?" That flipping, I never want my kid to see me like that again. This sub has saved my life, but I think it's time for me to stop lurking here every day and start putting all I've learned into practice. It'll be a trying year, but I'll get through it. If only for the sake of my kid. Thank to everybody for your warm remarks. For the time being, you will not hear from me. I'm hoping for positive news the next time I publish. I wish you all the best of luck. Update 7. The ex-affair girlfriend's cloud is dissipating. So the mother of my kid cheated on me, got drunk, and told a buddy. She moved out in early January and has been couch surfing with pals ever since. I am presently living as a single parent with our kid. Custody is still being worked out. I'm not sure whether this is a rant or an update. It's strange to observe how soon the affair fog dissipates. After she cheated on me, she was all hope and hubris. She changed her look and constantly telling me that leaving me was the greatest choice during the first 2 weeks of couch surfing. Now the truth is beginning to seep in. AP separated himself from her after discovering she had a lover. She is still jobless, and she hasn't visited our kid in 3 months due to a lack of funds. I used to pray for karma, but now I really feel terrible for her. Her friends have informed me she is suicidal, and she has stated on several occasions that she should not have cheated. I'm not sure how I feel. She's not thrilled that she's getting her comeuppance. This is really a tragic scenario. Update 8. Things are getting better, I swear it does. I went to the family advocate. I'm not in the United States. To cut a long tale short, I am the main caregiver for my kid. From Monday to Friday, he is with me, and on weekends, he is with his mother. She returned to the state I'm in 2 months ago. She has a job. It's not a great one, but it's a job, and it helps us care for our kid. My pal and I aren't buddies. We don't say much more than a forced hello. When I drop off my kid on weekends, I've got a new girlfriend. She's incredible in ways that I can't put into words. I told her what occurred with my child's mother, and she has been really kind to me. I don't get to see her as frequently as I'd want since I'm my son's main caretaker, but I do get to see her on weekends when he's with his mother. I'm still in treatment, and it's possible that I'll be there till the end of the year. I'm still having trouble trusting, yet there's a ray of hope peeking through the gaps. I haven't seriously considered suicide in the previous 4 months. Finally, my kid is pleased with me. He tells me he loves me every night. In fact, he's in bed right now, nestled up next to me, dreaming of whatever 4-year-olds imagine of me. Thank you for listening when I needed it. Everything is fine.